The multi-billion-dollar AI industry operates within a disembodied software layer. It treats matrices of weights and floating point numbers as the territory, assuming that software-centric alignment can solve the problem of autonomy. Industry leaders argue that mechanistic interpretability is our best hope. They declare that looking inside the models is the only ground truth we have. This perspective assumes software states are reality, but in a deployed system, the world is the prompt. Because the physical world is a chaotic, shifting river of new data, the model is constantly reacting to a reality it cannot anchor to. Building a $350 billion industry on an unanchored software abstraction creates a systemic vulnerability. The logic is deterministic, but the foundation is ephemeral. While tech valuations soar, the traditional risk market is quietly exiting. The insurance industry has identified a structural flaw they cannot price, and they are leaving the room. Regulatory pressure is mounting. The March 2026 EU AI Act and new AI exclusion clauses place the burden of autonomous harm on the enterprise deployer, not the model creator. Corporate insurers are now refusing to cover autonomous AI harm. If a system causes property damage or an intellectual property violation, the deployer is left to hold the bag without coverage. Advanced AI is becoming commercially uninsurable. The problem isn't a lack of intelligence, it's that the system cannot physically guarantee its own future behavior. To manage model errors, the industry relies on human labor. Processes like RLHF use people to constantly drag drifting mathematical abstractions back toward human expectations. In enterprise terms, this is concept drift. When the real-world statistical properties change, the model's internal logic fails to anchor. Current MLOps dashboards only detect this after the fact, alerting operators once performance has rotted in production. We are reaching a limit. As autonomous systems speed up and operate in real time, the rate of drift outpaces the capacity of human intervention to correct it. This reliance on human feedback is a structural liability. As the speed of the autonomous loop increases, the human patch fails, and the system drifts completely beyond control. The physics of this failure are best explained by a disaster in the pharmaceutical industry, the collapse of the drug Ritonavir. Ritonavir failed because its physical crystal structure invisibly shifted. Despite having the same chemical formula, the new geometric layout rendered the drug ineffective. AI architecture suffers from the same polymorphic logic. An internal state means very little if the software logic operates on a drifted physical layout. The result is a different, unreliable outcome. To an underwriter, an AI model experiencing this silent geometric drift is a probabilistic fog. It cannot be priced because it cannot be verified. Observing a model's weights provides a view of a drifting abstraction, not a ground truth. Securing AI requires moving below the software layer to the SPH principle. Semantic equals physical equals hardware. This principle requires that semantic meaning be anchored to a fixed, verifiable physical memory position. True alignment must be geometric and physical. This physical anchoring provides a hardware-level audit trail. It allows us to mathematically verify every action an autonomous agent takes. This physical geometry establishes a ground truth. It provides a structural solution to the polymorphic drift that destabilizes current models. Moving toward hardware-verified truth is an enterprise survival strategy. It provides the stability required for the rest of the economy to scale. Specialty underwriters are looking for a hardware-verified trust artifact. They need a deterministic signal before they can safely underwrite the next generation of AI risk. Risk officers can use this technology to deploy autonomous agents at scale. It removes the barrier of uninsurable liability, allowing for reliable, end-to-end agentic systems. We do not need to wait for a change in the software-only worldview. We can provide the concrete physical foundation the market requires to operate safely in an unpredictable world.